about there's more to you than just your looks. I was just thinking about this really, really pretty girl in 7th grade. When this school began and I saw this girl, I was like, oh, I really felt like I fell in love with her because she was so pretty.
Okay, what's your point, Shane?
Just wait.
Okay.
After I got to know her, because this was the kind of girl she was really mean to the other students.
Oh.
If you asked her for help, she wouldn't help you. She would make fun of other people. And then later, when I started to look at her, she didn't look pretty anymore.
Oh. Why?
Because I found out what kind of person that she was, what she was like on the inside, and her inside is really ugly.
Yeah.
And I really think that affected the way that she looks.
Yeah, so her looks were pretty, but then her insides were ugly, so her looks kind of became ugly.
Really, when I looked at her, I thought, wow, I used to think she was pretty. What happened?
Whoa. You know, actually, I have the opposite story to tell in a way. Yeah. I actually also had a classmate, a boy this time, and he wasn't really the best looking person. He didn't look bad. But don't worry, not bad, but he just was very plain, right? Nobody would look at him and say, wow, a model. He just was an ordinary, average looking guy.
Okay.
But when I got to know him better, when we talked in class, I found out he was actually really nice. He was so kind, he loved animals, he was really great at music, he had a lot of talent and kind personality, and I think that made him look better.
Right, so then you start to look at him and think, wow, I never thought about John being so handsome, but why didn't I see that before?
Exactly, I thought, wait, did he change his looks? But he didn't, it's just his personality changed my view of his looks.
Wow.
Yeah.
So deep. Have you had this kind of experience?
Hopefully you have.
Russell took her first modeling photo at 16. She didn't look like her ordinary self, though. A group of experts made her look like an adult woman.
Hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome to ABC Interactive English.
Yay!
This is Jamie.
That's right, and this is Shane.
Hey, that's right.
All right, so today is part 2 of There's More to You Than Just Your Looks.
Okay, so we were talking about models, and we were talking about like young girls want to look like models.
Yeah, they want to be models.
Yeah, they think they'll be happier if they are beautiful like the girls they see in the magazine.
Right, but then we talked about how someone named Cameron Russell said that that's not true.
Yeah, because the topic here is really it's going to tell us about how looks are not everything.
Right? So we'll find out what is then.
Okay, so Russell took her first modeling photo at 16.
Oh, very
So this
young.
is her TED Talk, and these are the things that we're going to learn about.
That's right.
She didn't look like her ordinary self, though.
Oh.
Interesting.
What did she look like? What?
So her ordinary self. So if we say something is ordinary.
Right. Ordinary is like it's not different. It's not special.
Yeah, it's just like very
average.
Yeah. Normal.
Normal, yeah.
Right. So ordinary. So it didn't look like her ordinary self. So self.
Self is like basically yourself, like your individual character, who you are, how you act.
Right. Your behavior, what you're kind of like on the inside. Right. That's your self.
Right.
Okay. So she wasn't like her typical self.
Yeah.
She didn't look like her typical self.
What is that?
Interesting.
What does she look like?
All right, well, let's find out.
All right. A group of experts made her look like an adult woman.
A group of experts. Okay, so an expert is somebody who's really good at something.
Right, a professional.
Yeah, or they have a lot of knowledge about something.
Yeah, they have done it for many years maybe, right? Like a expert scientist or expert teacher.
Right, so like if you think of an NBA player, they're really, really good at basketball. You can really say they are an expert.
Yes.
Right? Okay, so these experts, these are probably, I'm guessing, people who do makeup and who dress people up.
Yeah,
right?
makeup, hair, clothing.
Yeah.
So these experts made her look like an adult woman.
An adult woman.
Okay, so when we say an adult something.
So this is an adjective, right?
Yes, an adjective. It
so
can
we know
be a
an
noun.
adult just means, if it's a noun, that just means somebody who's grown up.
That's right. But if it's an adjective, it's saying that something or someone is grown to your full size.
Or if you say that's an adult bear, that means that it's not a baby bear.
Not a baby bear.
Right?
Yeah.
It's grown up to the adult size.
Yep, so it's an adult bear.
Oh, okay. So they probably put her in some makeup, I'm guessing, and the way they made her look, although she was an adult, they made her look like an adult.
Yeah, they made a kid look like an adult. Sounds kind of strange.
Yeah, that might be a little bit awkward
Yeah.
for you. And I think also for your parents.
Yeah, that's true, right? It's
If
kind
they
of like,
see you in the magazine and all of a sudden you're just a kid and they're looking in this magazine, they know many people are going to be looking at this magazine and you're my little girl. I don't want you to look like an adult woman.
yeah, you still have years of childhood left, right? I don't know.
But I think a lot of models must go through this kind of thing. Very interesting. Okay, why don't we
Yeah.
take a break and find out what's coming up after the break?
That's nothing new, and all models look different from their real selves in modeling photos. Because of that, people develop an unhealthy idea of beauty. Many people also don't take Russell and other models seriously. For them, models are all looks. However, Russell went to Columbia University and finished with 2 degrees. So, as you can see from Russell's example, looks aren't everything.
Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back.
You know, we were just talking about how this model, she was made to look like an adult woman,
Yes.
right? I actually was in a commercial, and my role was the father and a husband.
Okay.
So my wife, she was a model. The real person was only 16 years old.
16?
So she wasn't an adult.
Yeah, but
Woman yet.
she had to play your wife?
Yeah, and at that time, I was 42 years old. So it was very, very weird
Yeah,
because I have to put my arm around her and act like sweet with her, but she was really just like a young girl.
A kid, yeah.
Yeah, really weird.
Whoa.
So let's read more about this.
Yeah, all right. Well, that's nothing new. And all models look different from their real selves in modeling photos.
It's really true.
Yeah.
Once she put on her makeup and they dressed her up, when I first saw her, I was like, wow, this young girl, and they said, that's going to be your wife. And I said, what?
What?
But after they put on the makeup and she really did look like an adult.
Oh, okay.
Very weird.
So, because of that, people develop an unhealthy idea of beauty.
Yeah, so trying to look like something that's not very realistic and that's not really who you are, that's a little bit unhealthy.
Yeah, and unhealthy basically just means not healthy.
So when we have un or
Yes.
un in the front of a word, that means it's the opposite.
Right, it's not something.
Right. So we know what healthy means, right? If something is healthy, it's good for you.
Yes, vegetables, fruit, exercise.
Yes.
Yeah. Unhealthy would be maybe things like potato chips
Sure.
and candy. Things like that are unhealthy, not good for your body.
So here we're talking about beauty, right? So beauty,
Beauty.
Wow.
Yeah.
How do you describe this word beauty? We all know what it is. Something is beautiful, right? It means it's something when you look at it, usually look at it,
Yeah.
that you like the way that it looks.
Yeah, it looks nice to us. We like it.
If you say that's a beautiful flower, or that flower has a lot of beauty, you mean that when you look at it, you feel like, wow, it looks so nice. It looks so good.
People might say, wow, such beauty. Like they really think something is just very nice to look at.
But I think here a good thing to teach is that beauty is in the eye of the beholder. What that means is that what I think is beautiful
Right.
and what you think is beautiful,
Two different things.
yeah, so your idea of beauty and my idea of beauty are going to be different.
Yes.
Different for everybody, right? Okay.
All right.
Many people also don't take Russell and other models seriously.
Oh.
So this is something else that she's talking about in her TED Talk. People don't take models seriously.
Oh.
For them, models are all looks.
Nothing else? Just looks?
Yeah, because you can imagine that they start to think of themselves as just the way that they look.
Yeah, because that's their job, right?
That's their job.
Their looks.
So if they don't look good, then they feel like they're failing.
Yeah, they have no job.
Yeah. However, Russell went to Columbia University
Wow.
and finished with 2 degrees.
Very impressive.
So what they're saying here is that when we think of models, we don't really think of them as being intelligent.
That's true. We
Right?
just think of them as just looks, right?
Right.
Yeah.
But she has 2 degrees.
That's wow. She must be smart then, right?
Well, what is that? A degree? Like it's 30 degrees today?
Oh,
That kind of degree?
Not that degree, no. A degree is something you get after you graduate.
Right. Graduate from like
College,
or
yeah. You can do a master's degree,
a bachelor's
degree.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So a degree here is that kind of degree. So she
Yeah.
has 2 degrees.
2,
We
yeah.
don't know what they are.
It doesn't say, yeah.
But the point is that she's intelligent.
Yeah.
And she's educated. So as you can see from Russell's example, looks aren't everything.
That's right. If you just look at her, you wouldn't know that she has 2 degrees, right?
Right. There's
Yeah.
more to her than just what she looks like. And it's kind of like what we were talking about at the beginning. Once you look deeper, you will see that people have other qualities, right?
Yeah.
So-
It's on the inside, right?
Right. And we had a couple of examples in when we were talking about that.
Yeah.
So example is actually a vocabulary word. It's
Okay, it's a way of helping someone to understand something by showing them how it's used. So, for example, right, an example would be if I'm trying to explain something to you, right? Like I say, oh, this is how it works, something works. I'm trying to teach you how to fix a car or something.
Right.
I might show you how to do it. It's an example. I'm showing you how to do something.
right. So when you're doing learning something, you're always going to be getting examples to see
Yes.
how you do that thing. Okay, so hopefully these examples
Yeah.
have given you some idea that, in fact, looks aren't everything.
Yes, and since we've seen that example, like we should know that we should focus on the inside. That's what matters.
Wow, so Cameron's a really good example here for us to look after, right?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, and we'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Russell took her first modeling photo at 16. She didn't look like her ordinary self, though. A group of experts made her look like an adult woman. That's nothing new, and all models look different from their real selves in modeling photos. Because of that, people develop an unhealthy idea of beauty. Many people also don't take Russell and other models seriously. For them, models are all looks. However, Russell went to Columbia University and finished with 2 degrees. So, as you can see from Russell's example, looks aren't everything.
Hello， 各位同学，今天好吗？我是维尼，又和大家见面啦。先来介绍一下今天有哪些单字。首先呢是 ordinary， 它是形容词，平常的、普通的。It's just another ordinary day， 今天不过就是个一如往常般平凡的一天而已。接下来是 adult， 也是形容词，成年的。Children are bored easily by adult conversations。小朋友对于成年人的话题很容易就感到无聊了。Beauty 呢是名词，美丽。True beauty comes from the inside。真正的美丽是由内而外散发出来的。接下来是 degree 名词，学位。Back in the day, it was really difficult to get a college degree。以前要取得大学文凭是一件很困难的事情哦。那来看一下今天的文法的部分。Nothing new， 不是新鲜事。New 呢是形容词，新鲜的、新发现的，在这里比较特别，它是放在不定代名词 nothing 之后。那相似的用法还有 something、anything、nothing 等等。看个例句 ：Global warming is nothing new。全球暖化的问题已经不是新鲜事了。A looks different from B。A 看起来和 B 不同，那要注意一下介系词的用法。The dish looks different from its picture on the menu。这道菜看起来跟菜单上的照片很不一样哎。好，接下来是 A takes B seriously。A 认为 B 值得尊敬 ，seriously 呢是副词，认真、严肃的。Take 后面的受词呢可以接人，那也可以接事物。那事物的时候呢，就表示是认真看待某件事。比方说 ，She takes her career seriously。她认真地看待她的职业。那我们来看一下受词为人的时候的例句。比方说，有时候情侣吵架的时候，很常会讲说 ，You never take me seriously。你从来都不把我当回事。有没有听过爸妈吵架的时候这样讲 ？Do you take learning English seriously? I hope so. 下次见。
Hualien Cultural and Creative Industries Park is at the center of Hualien City. It is also known as A Zone. The park used to be the Hualien Old Winery, built in 1913. The old buildings give off a feeling of the old days. Now, they are used as shops, restaurants, and spaces for activities. Hualien Cultural and Creative Industries Park is a place full of fun and creativity.
See you next time!